So today we're going to look at the use of different coloured carabiners when climbing with novices, so that it's easier for them to learn the basic rope work for climbing multi-pitch climbs. So just before we set off, I've given Andrew 2 shadows and 1 boa in red, and Laura's got the same set of carabiners but in blue. Andrew's got a red sling and Laura's got a blue sling, and that will help us higher up on the multi-pitch climb. If we need to use slings for any reason, they can identify easily which sling belongs to them.
Sustainability has become really important to Make A Met. It's a fairly recent thing though for us to think about that from a business perspective, and then start selecting hosting companies that use wind-powered servers, working with the World Land Trust to certify all of our printing or use recycled materials to print on. Working with SSE as our supplier of energy from renewable sources was a no-brainer. We've always had a fantastic customer experience, and when we were offered that opportunity, we were excited because at the same time had pretty much just decided to go down this new journey of becoming a sustainable and responsible business.
We like to think that we offer you your own personal boutique hotel that changes its location every day. We very much like to tailor every individual charter to the individual guest's preferences, whether that's the itinerary you want, the activities you want, or the type of cuisine that Sally's going to present you.
Cell lines derived from human sources are basic tools for academic and drug discovery research. Traditionally, experiments involve using cells from patients and comparing them with those from healthy individuals. A major problem with this approach is that these cell lines can differ genetically in thousands of ways, and if an experiment identifies something interesting, like a drug response, you can't be sure which gene is the cause. So further testing has to be done before the results can be considered relevant. These patients in a test tube allow researchers to ask crucial questions as to the cause of a disease or the potential impact of a drug much earlier in the drug development process, so that costly and inefficient paths of research can be avoided. One example of the impact these disease models can have involves Erbitux, a drug for the treatment of colon cancer. It has been shown that 40% of patients with a mutant KRAS gene are non-responders to Erbitux, and so are not eligible to receive the drug. There are many different variants of KRAS, however, and a subsequent study using X-Man's cell lines demonstrated that not all variants are equal, suggesting that Erbitux may work for 17% of patients that had been previously excluded from treatment with the drug.
My name's Bob Barnhart and I'm from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. I brought the boat down from Fort Lauderdale over a 5-day period, and the name of the boat is Team Predator. It's a 50-foot Nortec with triple Yanmar diesels. We thoroughly enjoyed our trip down there, and now that we're in the BVI, just loving it.
Bob was kind enough to offer me a lift, at least to the first stop at Trellis Bay. As everybody made their way to the start line, you could feel the excitement.
I see what's important. It's not the water.
start slipping the home office.
Hi there, I'm Gus. I guess I used to be pretty unremarkable. Just your average university graduate, trying to make the most of his 9 grand degree, while working in the job I had before I left home in the first place, for a manager that I used to babysit. Hanging out with the same friends I had since school. I guess I wasn't exactly what you'd call a catch.
Take me away when the grass is greener on the other side.
This is the story of the girl who changed all
Take me
that.
away where the sun shines brighter anytime.
Her name was Clementine.
And my face in this place won't feel like it's such a disgrace.
We are fighting so much to see how we can do to solve this problem, to give all the children the same chance, equal chance for the children. Because we are certain, we are sure the education is the only way for the children to succeed in their lives.